Good evening. So, uh, thank you for coming, teaching, accumulating merit together. So today is one of the 4 holy days of Mahayana Buddhism, Vajrayana Buddhism, and today is the day today is the anniversary of Buddha coming down for heaven from the heavens, which is also the anniversary of. Today is also the birth anniversary on the birthday of Punjok Rinpoche. Punjok Rinpoche was also born on this day. So every year there's the teaching. So I always talk about this teaching that Buddha coming down from heaven actually is also because Buddha went up to heaven. This teaching itself on this day, why is it a significant teaching? Why is it a significant thing? It is because we ordinary sentient beings are really the stubborn type. What is a stubborn type? We are the stubborn in the way that we can only believe if what we can see. And what we cannot see, usually we don't want to believe. And why did Lord Buddha himself go up to heaven to teach? The open reason was that he went up to heaven to teach his mother, the birth mother, Queen Mahamaya Devi in the Dharma. And during those teaching, those teaching was on the famous sutra that he taught in the heavens, was the sutra of Kittingabba or Sitigabba. So that is the one of the reason, or it's the open reason. But what is the secret reason? The secret reason was to show ordinary beings that the higher realms truly did exist. The realms of the gods or the devas, they did exist. Now, why is it important why was this an important manifestation to show that the higher realm did exist? Because with our naked eye, we can very well see the lower realm, that is the lower realm of the animal realms, the lower realm being the animal realm. But the higher realm above us, we cannot see. But yet, Lord Buddha could not let sentient beings purify our obscuration of our eyes to see what they cannot see. So this in fact is also another hidden meaning, another hidden manifestation of Lord Shakyamuni Buddha, to say very clearly that the Buddhas cannot wash away your sins, cannot wash away your obscurations. They're only through our own determination, our practice, that we can wash away the obscuration and the ignorance that's covering our eyes. And so that is the reason why this is important. This was one of the important secrets, to let sentient beings to see. The other reason was that even though sentient beings cannot see, so then Buddha himself manifests that he went up and then he came down. And then he came down was all to see. He came down from the heavens. He came down from the sky. And at that moment, many human beings saw, okay, even though some human beings who did not have the merit to see the heavenly realms, to see these heavenly gods, but definitely all the human beings could see Shakyamuni Buddha coming down as though that he is descending from the steps, but actually he was just gliding down slowly, just slowly coming down. The gods, in the honor of the Buddha's teaching that is beyond all the precious things of humans, built the staircase, manifested the staircase of pure gold, pure silver, and pure copper. So this is known as the three healing metals or the three precious metals, right? So, so these three precious metals, also known as three healing metals, that one can put pure silver, pure gold, and pure copper into your drinking pot. So if the water that you drink has a pure gold, pure silver, pure copper, also has the magic or the seems like magic, but actually probably scientific. If you take a pot, a glass, okay, and you put water overnight, the same water, one is without and the other one with piece of pure gold, piece of silver, piece of copper, and after that we should send them to the laboratory to test the energy, or test the to test, I don't know how to say, the quality of the water, whether the quality of the water has changed. So those of you who have this kind of experience or have this kind of a scientific background, or I urge you to do this examination yourself. Then possibly if the results can be come from a lab, and this should be printed, and then it becomes like a proof that since the ancient times, 2,000 over years ago, this was to come down. Now, why did I say to put in water? Because when he was coming down, there was a manifestation at his feet was clouds. So what is the cloud? Cloud means water, means the nectar, right? And so nectar for the body, and also the nectar for the ears, listening the preciousness of the Buddha's teaching. And so, by manifesting Lord Buddha, by showing that he came down from heaven, this is accepted by all Theravada, Mahayana, Vajrayana, all accepted this, because everybody saw Buddha's physical body coming down from heaven. This was also a very important aspect for all, because the beings who did not have hope now saw and could see that there is hope, and that they, even if they didn't want to become a bodhisattva, didn't want to become an arhat, didn't want to become a Buddha, there is hope to go to heaven. There is hope that from the end of this current life as a human being, of course right now, maybe right now in our society, we probably don't face discrimination, right? But even in a country like America, or black people, yellow people, brown people face discrimination from white people. It is true, right? Because I was there, and I saw with my own eyes. I wouldn't say I cannot say I experienced it, because I didn't, last year, Hui Jin experienced it, and I told Hui Jin, I said, you should have told me that I will give that person a piece of my mind. Yeah. And no, not last year, yeah. Hui Jin experienced discrimination because she was Chinese. Yeah. So I told her on the spot, and of course I was at the other side, so I didn't witness it. Yeah. So this very clearly gave, very clearly gave many people the real hope that I can end the life of being dark-skinned. I can end. That's why in the Mahayana Sutra always say, these deities, they're very bright skin, their bodies give off light. Why? Because even though even now, many people have the idea that fair-skinned Indians are higher caste and dark-skinned Indians are lower caste. So I said this is wrong. This is not true. Not all dark skin are lower caste, and not all fair-skinned Indians are higher caste. But generally it is true. The text says somebody who has got a great merit will have a fair body. Great merit, clean merit, has got a fair body. So therefore, in our Buddhist tradition, even Ganapati manifests as being white. Yeah, because the elephants, of course, being dark gray. But Ganapati manifests being white elephant. Well, it means significance of being pure and being signifying being very pure and being very great. Pure, great, and strong with vitality. So this is very important for us to take notes of the many hidden signs, or the many hidden explanations of why Lord Buddha himself he came down from heaven, why he even went up to heaven, right? And then it is not by way of dying, not by way of a physical death, but his physical body going up to heaven. And because of his physical body going up to heaven, because of he agreed to go up to heaven to teach, because of that agreement, then the human disciples asked, we shall miss you, and we shall miss you, and we shall need to do ask Lord Buddha, what can we do? So it was because of then Buddha himself said that the human disciples can make a form out of his body by painting or by statues. Then during that time, even so, the king asked the greatest painters and all the royal painters to paint Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha said in meditation, and they asked to look at him and to paint, but somehow it was impossible to paint the Buddha, and therefore Buddha gave advice. They asked Lord Buddha, how come you cannot paint you? And so Buddha said, ask them to look at my reflection in the water. So Buddha sat by the lake, and the people could paint Buddha after looking at the imperfect reflection. Okay, imperfect reflection in the water. So upon that, Lord Buddha gave instructions, okay, of how perfect the manifested body of the enlightened one. And thus came the came the Himalayan tradition of having a very measured parts of the Buddha's body. Okay, why? Because the Buddha himself said, between the arm, how long are the arms, how wide are the eyes, what is the size, and what is this, what is that. So therefore, that came about how the Buddha actually looked like. Okay, it's not because because of somebody's whims and fancies. And so after 2,000 over years, finally, the scientists now say there is this thing called the magic ratio. Isn't it? Do you know about it? That this thing called the magic ratio. And interestingly, we asked the Thangka painters to check about the magic ratio. And the Buddha's body, the physical face part, everything was truly the magic ratio. But of course, during Buddha's time, 2,600 years ago, he didn't say about the magic ratio. That's the only thing that is different about the Buddha's body was that his arms, when he stood straight, his palm could touch his knees. Right? And then the palm could touch his knees while standing straight. And also Buddha had webbed fingers. Okay? So our fingers, every single finger is very clear apart. But the Buddhas have like a dark web. So in between the fingers there's this web. Yeah. And so like here there's a web part here. So the Buddha part, all the fingers having this. And so one should rejoice. One should rejoice and should try to find out. You can find out now, the text is there, about the 32 major and the 80 minor marks of Buddha's body. And one should rejoice in it, okay? And in our own mind, we can even pray that we can have such a beautiful divine human body, okay? But in the Diamond Cutter Sutra, because of the perfection of this human body, then Buddha himself said one thing, says, even does it mean that somebody who has such a perfect human body, that he is a Buddha? Okay? So, conclusion is, having the perfect body of Buddha does not make one a Buddha. Okay? Perfect body, then, because the wheel-turning Buddha said, even the Dhamma wheel-turning king may also have the physical merits of Buddha, but not the awakened merit of Buddha. So then there's the difference between the body, speech, and mind. So these are just regular, these are just points I will just touch through. Next one is the divine speech of Buddha. Ordinary beings, when we talk, some people listen and they understand it to be this, and some people sit behind, they understand to be that. Right? But the Buddha, when he speaks, because of his merits, everybody can hear and everybody can understand the same way. So that is the Buddha's divine speech, Vajra speech. And whatever Buddha says comes true. Whatever Buddha predicts or bless becomes in actuality. So therefore, this is the cause for us to recite the Buddhist sutras. Word for word, these were the exact words spoken by Buddha. It's not like maybe some other spiritual religious tradition, they have this version, that version, But the Buddhists don't have this version or that version. Right? The Kangyu and Tengyu was there, translated to even translated to Chinese. We can read every single word for word, spoken by Buddha himself. Right? And therefore, why do we recite sutra is so to accumulate create the cause and accumulate merit to be able to give such a teaching in future, to get such a Vajra speech. Okay? And so when we are reciting these prayers, we are reciting the sutras, we are repeating the holy the holy words of Buddha. Also, that means we are doing the activity of Buddha. By doing the bodily activity of reciting sutras, then it becomes it makes our life meaningful, to be of benefit for other beings. Even though maybe we do not have the look of Buddha, even though we may not have the speech capability or power of Buddha, but by reciting it, and it definitely has a great energy, definitely great energy or great blessing. This is a proven by my American students who felt it in this funeral home, because when I arrived in Syracuse earlier this year, then what happened was there was this boy who got killed, and so this China student who got killed by was shot and he died. And so I went to, so the group of us went there to chant. And so before we chanted, so some of the members who were there before us then said that before I arrived or anything, then the whole place had a very dense, very strong, heavy, dense energy, and and they had a headache. And so after we recited this confession sutras and the names of the Buddhas, and then the Amitabha Sutra and the name of Amitabha Buddha was recited out, then the energy changed. Even the look of the dead person started to change. Right? And so in the text it says very clearly, even if you do not know many names of other Buddhas, just the name of Shakyamuni Buddha itself just purify 80 eons of negative karma. So what more our this one lifetime. Okay? So, but most of us, we don't believe. Most of us, we think that, oh, maybe it's just something that is this or that. But main thing is that we really must recite the name of Buddha out. Just by giving voice to his name, right? It purifies ourselves, purifies the space, and purifies others. And so this is a very important. Even though it may seem to be this kind of practice that is for the uneducated people, or some people who cannot read, and therefore just recite this, keep on reciting mantra or just reciting the name of Buddha. But it really proved the fact that even though even now and also in the old Tibet and the India in times, ancient time in India, in Tibet, even now, the people who are not so educated but have the faith and the devotion, and they just do, they don't think so much, they just do, they got the spiritual blessing and the effect. The main thing right now is Buddha's blessing is not just for the educated, it's not just for the higher caste, it's really for all beings. But it is we ourselves who have this obscuration that we cannot see, and we keep on thinking about left and right, up and down, and therefore we don't do. Right? We will do the things that will be beneficial for us in this life, like maybe we will do something, practice cooking, because if I can cook well, my mouth benefits. And so this becomes an unfortunate situation where even though it's something that is meant for all beings, that all beings can benefit, and it is to be able to be experienced by all. Beings like us who think too much, who strategize too much, are in fact the ones who are losers, right? It's like we are thinking about whether this medicine work or not, and want to find out from 100 other people who have taken this medicine whether it worked or not, and this and that. I think, why don't you try to take some? Okay. and so so this is the what I want to say for today. Please start practicing. You're not practicing for me, you're not practicing for other people. We are really, in the end, you are the one that benefits. Right? If you're the one that benefit, and you're the one who have the money, and you're the one who have the merit, and you're the one who have the power, then you're the one who can make things happen for so many other beings just without effort. Just by your presence, just by you talking to people, maybe just think about you, and just people just ask for your name, ask for your blessing. Things already, just because of that, it becomes different. Just by your presence, many things become different. Right? So, main thing is, we should really not intellectualize the Dharma. Western people like to intellectualize the Dharma so much. And they cannot bring themselves to do any kind of practice, because they think that, then this becomes intellectual understanding of Dharma, intellectual understanding of doing the practice becomes good enough. That is wrong. Intellectual understanding of recitation of mantras, intellectual understanding of the performance of the mudras, intellectual understanding of the benefit of reciting prayers in its places. This is no use when the place is haunted, or if there's a spirit harm, or there's many spirits are trapped in their time and space. You don't have the capability to help them. You don't have the capability to liberate them. So same, if you are in a situation where there are people who ask you to free them, to help them, and if you don't have the capability to free them, to help them, people just think that you don't want to help. So so the most important thing is we have to practice to save ourselves and save other beings. to treasure other beings to save and to treasure ourselves, to each other. Right? Without other beings, there's definitely we cannot survive. And without without loving ourselves in the correct way, then we just keep on forever thinking very lousy about ourselves. For example, very good example is people who don't feel love cannot give love to others, nor can they feel the love from others. Okay? And so a good example would be people who do not know how to eat. Okay, they do not know about whether this food is nice or not. They cannot feel when other people give the food to them, they cannot decide, or they do not know whether it is nice or tasty or not. Okay? Nor would they themselves feel that it's tasty, nor would they themselves can teach other people how to cook a nice and tasty food or not. You understand? Right? I think this may be the closest. For example, if I give you overcooked, soggy instant noodles, I say it's very nice, very tasty. Yeah. Maybe in my culture, this is very nice, very tasty. But the moment you put in your mouth, you feel you do not know whether you should swallow it or spit it out. This kind of situation. Because you have this situation, you also don't want to learn it, and because that you also don't want to teach it. You also, even if you know, you don't want to teach it, or because you don't even know how it is done. You don't even want to know how it's being cooked. You don't even want to learn it. So how can you teach it? Right? So this is the same as low self-esteem. Low self-esteem, you cannot feel the love of other people unless they love you the way you want to be loved. Or you cannot feel that other people accept you, or you feel that it's very difficult to intermix or intermingle with other people. Okay, this is the directly caused by low self-esteem. Right? Because of low self-esteem, they say, oh, maybe other people would not like me, other people don't want me, other people this, other people that. It's always about other people. This is a sign. This is a sign that this person have a low self-esteem. Even though this person may be rich, may be powerful, maybe this, maybe that, but a sign of low self-esteem. And so, if you know and if you hear, or other people say always complaining about others, then there's two ways to go about it. One is the worldly way, the people run away. Okay, or this person low self-esteem, better run away. The other one is to get involved. Like you found a treasure. Oh, now this is my perfect treasure for me to be of benefit for this person. I think that is a very gracious way of thinking. Reality for me, if I find somebody like that, now this is the perfect time for me to use this person to experiment all the teaching I learned. Yeah, you find somebody crazy, then you find, oh, this precious, because now I can experiment all the Dharma, everything that I tried on myself. Maybe it's not fair, but this my friend here, new friend here, I give all the Dharma medicine slowly, piece by piece. You eat, see whether it work or not. You don't do this, whether that work or not. You see. So then, when you find somebody who is suffering, you find somebody low self-esteem, find somebody who is mental frustration or having difficulty, then one should really view that. Or you find somebody that maybe you don't like, or you find this person is difficult, then you should think that, oh, this is the best. No, yeah, this is the best person that I can try out all the Dharma teachings upon others and myself. Ourself as being like a stick of incense. One should always view ourselves as being like stick of incense or being like incense. Our Dhamma practice is the accumulation of finding of all the good materials to make a good incense, right? And then when we are of a service to other beings, the main purpose is to burn the incense. If we do not burn the incense, you do not know what kind of fragrance comes out. Okay? And the other one is because the blessing of burning the incense, it brings the nice fragrance to others, and it also burn away the solid self. Like I'm this stick of incense, as long it is hard. So you burn, seems like one big material, but comes out ashes seems very little. And becomes fragrant, becomes air. So many people think of it, oh, then I'm at a loss. We always think about profit and loss. But the main thing is that because we burn ourselves as a stick of incense, we now become part of Dhammakaya. We now truly become oneness with space. You're not bogged down by the physical body of the incense. You become air, you become space, you are everywhere. So this is the Dhammakaya body. Right? Yeah. So you become in oneness. So these are what we must train ourselves not to be so stuck on with our own current body and our current life. If you think, oh, my current body, oh, this is my current life, oh, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, this is my husband, this is my wife, and then after that, because of all the labels, one thinks by putting label, then one is marked one's own territory and one's own belongings. In reality, because we put the label, we so-called mark our own belongings, our own territory and our own beliefs, we suffer even more. When we suffer so much, when things are not as according to what we think it should be. For example, if we all have the mental label of how lemon is, right? Think of a lemon. Okay? Now I want you to think that you hold this lemon and you smell the lemon skin. Now I want you to peel the lemon skin. Peel the lemon in your mind. Close your eyes, visualize you peel the lemon. Okay? And then you make the segments you take out the lemon inside segment by segment. Can you smell the lemon? Can you smell the lemon? Can you smell the lemon in your mind? Did the lemon actually exist? Huh? No? Yeah. That lemon had a very nice strawberry smell, isn't it? Right? And the lemon was very sweet, isn't it? Yeah. Or maybe a durian flavored lemon. Alright? So this is the thing. The moment our mind decided that how a lemon should be, the moment our mind decided that how mental designation of how your sexuality should be. A man must be like this, a woman must be like that, woman must have long hair, cannot have short hair like Ile, right? Yeah. Or man must have a short hair, cannot have long hair like me. Yeah. So, and men must wear skirts. Sorry. I'm wearing skirt, so yeah. So I'm confused when I go to the toilet, you know. It says wearing like this, go this one. Right? So I'm wearing like this and I have the hair like this, right? I have my hair like this, I'm wearing like this, so which toilet I go? Isn't it? I have my hair is long and I'm also wearing skirt, so which toilet I go? So just looking at the signs, there's no mistake. This is the correct way to go. Right? Yeah. So just by looking at the signs, I have long hair and I'm wearing skirt, that is the correct one to go. So, yeah. But the reality, our mind already fixed how things should be, how things should not be, and this and that. So that is the real cause for our suffering. Yeah, our mind there is no liberation and there's no freedom. As long as we continue to allow ourselves to remain in the fixated forms and beliefs in this world, then there is no escape. There's definitely there is no escape from suffering. That things must be like this and the things must be like that. That's why many people very easily get manipulated by politicians. Politicians know what people want, know what people think, and after that they say the way they say things is to create things to be left or right. And so it is very important for us to give up being politicians and start being real. So similarly, yeah, many of us are political practitioners. You see, with our Dhamma practice, is like practicing politics. When we see our guru, we practice. Not the guru's photo at home practice. Only when you see your guru, you wear a bore dhoti, do your practice, do your things and everything. When the guru is not looking, think the guru doesn't know, then don't need to do water bowl, don't need to do this, don't need to do that. Yeah, it's just for show. When guru comes to your house or something like that, oh, everything's so clean. Yeah. Everything becomes so clean, so wonderful, so nice, and so fake. Yeah, so the main thing is, Dhamma practice is like eating. Right? You cannot get fat overnight if you don't eat for 3 months in a row. You just eat like 2 or 3 slices of bread. You'll be even thinner than eaten. Yeah. Then suddenly, because of something happening, something big is happening, then in 1 or 2 days, you need to put on 10 kilos to look good. Or to put on 20 pounds to look good. Then it's impossible. So Dhamma practice is very much like eating. You have to eat, you have to do your prayers, so as the purpose of prayer is not to communicate with a form of Buddha. The purpose of prayer is to know how one should think, how one should feel. It is very strange, when I say, today's day I'll make offering to Ganapati, and many offerings, then so there's the form of Ganapati. Many people make offering to Ganapati, and many people make offering and make many requests. Do you know what is the temperament of Ganapati? You don't know, right? How's his temperament? How's his voice like? How is this then? So you see, so some people, the moment I say that, some people started, so there's some ridiculous thing that Alien told me in America. So, some, what? So immediately, the two fat and thin, black and white, have a reaction. So, so Alien was telling me, actually, Ganapati, his favorite is not Ladu. What's the other one? Or sugar bean and desiccated coconut on the outside. Inside, steamed. I see. So I asked, I said, oh, you said with such conviction. How do you know? Huh? So how do you know? Yeah, it's written in the books. Who wrote the books? In reality, it is possible a human elephant head on a human body. You run away first, right? So the same. And so, that's why in Buddhism, form of deity is divine form of of idam is fixed. Speech is mantra, mind is wisdom. We never talked about the personality of the deity because it is all based on emptiness. It grows out of emptiness, the dependent arising that is to benefit all beings in that particular form. For example, we think of this person, then we think of one person being angry. For example, maybe the disciplinarian or the headmaster in school. But we only see that one aspect to become the disciplinarian or the headmaster in school. So that aspect holds the power to discipline the children in school. But is that the reality aspect? Is that the reality of that person? And that is not a reality. Whether that form is a reality, the permanent reality, it is not true. You're sleepy? Sleepy, yeah? Very cold and sleepy? No? If you're getting sleepy, you should take out your buri. Yeah, then you're too comfortable, then it's getting too comfortable, then you fall asleep. By the way, if you fall asleep, it's good, because even if you fall asleep in Dharma teaching, it's the same as sitting down listening to Dharma for 1 hour. It's like, that's why it's very important to do some prayer before you fall asleep. Then you do some prayer and fall asleep, then you sleep for 8 hours, means you pray for 8 hours. Do you know? I told you, right? Yeah. So it's very important. That's why my bedside always have Dharma text. So the moment I open the book, yeah, if you cannot sleep, open the Dharma text. Yeah, so Sarvatantrika Madhyamika states that, asserts that because of all things, having all phenomena, having that also, all the technical explanation on that. Yeah. Sarvatantrika Madhyamika. Oh, this asserts that, because all things, this, before this line finish, I fall asleep. Yeah. So it becomes the whole night I'm studying about emptiness. Yeah. 不想回答你。And so we have to be very clear in our mind that if you make an offering to Ganapati, You are making offering to that manifested divine manifested form and aspect of Avalokiteshvara. Right? There's a Ganapati, definitely the Ganapati show stay in this way. No. Right? Stay in this way. What makes us think that Kuan Yin is a woman? Right? In India, and Avalokiteshvara was a very handsome man. One face, two arms somewhere there, right? Oh no, this side. There. The first one, Avalokiteshvara. If you really see in reality, Avalokiteshvara, Kuan Yin Pusa appear to you as a man, oh, the woman drool. Right? They think their husband cannot make it already. I think the men will also become gay. They give up on women, right? If they are looking at form, right? Because very beautiful, refined, muscular, yet refined physical body. All this not come by, no need the effort to keep on exercising and this and that, no, because of merits. It comes this way. Okay? Divine physical manifestation. And so, then we have Chinese people believe that Avalokiteshvara is a woman. Middle-aged, 40-year-old woman who is very motherly and lovely. Correct? Yeah. Some say it's grandmother. Oh gosh. From sexy, handsome supermodel man to become auntie. Because compassion means like that in China. Right? Niang niang anio. Oh gosh. So if I'm Avalokiteshvara, I'll be quite sad. In China, I become fat auntie. In India, I'm looking good, you know. Yeah, but in China, I'm fat auntie lah. Every time dressed in white, like husband die already, like very sad. Alright, Chinese people wear white is mourning clothes, you know. You understand? Or always wear white. Don't know husband die or what, you know. Nobody would dare to make fun lah. I'm not making fun. I'm just stating a fact, right? You just think of it there. Think of it this way, okay? Well, if not, then somebody will say this. Avalokiteshvara doesn't look like man, doesn't look like woman. Where I learned this by watching. I learned who spoke like that was the the Christian pastors, and they said this. Said Avalokiteshvara doesn't look like man, doesn't look like woman, and this. I was just thinking, oh, this thing is very childish. It's man. If in life everybody just looking at form, is unfortunate. Looking at form is unfortunate. We should see the inside, and therefore the seeing the inside. That's why the form is empty. Emptiness is form. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. And therefore, you make offering to this. This form of Ganapati, this form of Avalokiteshvara as Ganapati and doing this form, that means in this form is doing this thing. Similarly, that means if you see me dress up like this, then definitely I'm doing some Dharma activity, right? If you see me wearing boxer shorts and white t-shirt, holding a fan, sitting under a tree, then definitely I'm probably thinking of it's going to be lunchtime soon. Isn't it? Right? So it's difficult if somebody fixates me to be always wearing this kind of clothes and this and that. So similarly, it's difficult if somebody fixates me always having long hair. Right? So maybe sometime I should cut my hair short. Yeah. So that's the thing, right? It's where my hair is long or short, it doesn't matter. Right? It's just like, you know, maybe I should ask Mervyn to keep long hair. Man. Mervyn has the better hairstyle than me. Right? Yeah. So this is very important. So today's teaching, that's all I want to say for today. Right? Don't focus so much on the form. Don't focus on so much of what you hear other people say. And also don't be dragged down by other people's emotions of what they feel, what they think, and this and that. Because the moment they start feeling means they are samsaric. Right? That's why people, more samsaric the person, the more different kind of feelings the person have. I feel upset, no. I feel happy, no. I feel nice, yeah. I feel this, I feel that. Okay, so all this feeling, the moment you hear somebody say, I like this, I like that, I feel this, I feel that, I think this, I think that. There's so many things. To me, this is a sign this person has got many labels, many stickers. Right? If I'm with this kind of people, I got a lot of job, like a lot of labels to peel off. Like this person got a lot of what's this sticker? In a stationery shop, there's many paper. Huh? Not just post-it, the one with a piece of laminated color at the outside one. What's that called? Huh? Flags? Huh? Post-it flags. Post-it flag. How do you spell? Post-it. Huh? Post-it. Whatever. It's like so if I see somebody who got many things to say and got a lot of different pattern, a lot of different kind, they wear many very bright, very colorful clothes and this and that. Yeah, the moment I see this kind of person, they put a lot of strong perfume and this and that. And this person is actually, in my mind, this person has many of these stickers all over the body. Yeah. So they come and learn Dharma, you have to be extra patient. Some people take 5 years to start because maybe not too many stickers. One teaching peeled off one label and throw it away. Some people have thousands, no matter how you peel, you say, oh, there's one layer over another layer, another. Yeah. Some people just maybe the moment you peel everything off, maybe inside size smaller than a green bean. Yeah, but just become a great mess of stickers. So everybody should really think about, start looking at each other, how many post-it sticker you have on each other. Yeah. Maybe Alex got many and Stella don't have. Maybe Mavis have some. Suti has none. And Suti's daughter is filled with them. Yeah. So like that. Just look at people and start imagining. And look at the mirror and imagine how many stickers I have on my body. How many labels? How many post-it? How many? What's the other one called? Just now, the other one. Flags. How many flags? How many post-it? How many whatever? This office yellow color sticky thing. Stick. Yeah. Just a walking sticker. Walking mess of sticker. So I'm just sharing with you. Sometimes people ask me, what are you looking at? I said nothing. Because I cannot tell you what I'm thinking about. Right? Sometimes it will sound like I'm insulting you. Because I'm just thinking about you. Some people just want to be so fat. For what? What are you holding on to? Huh? Some people have a particular hairstyle that they stuck on for life. Some people just want to believe they must be so thin or keep on maintaining their hair color, this and that. For what? If your hair color change. Right? But for me, amount of hair here is very important. I have to put some hair growth. Because Geshitashi keeps on saying that no, you take photograph, there's a reflection of light on my head. And then it's affected my image, my self-image. Yeah. My self-image is going lower and lower and lower. Yeah. Right? So your side, think about, I hope today's teaching is to give you another aspect in how you should see your daily life in your practice and your life. Yeah. Okay. Apple Chen says she has no labels in life. Maybe that's true, that's why she can do all the crazy stuff. Yeah. But I have yet to test how crazy she can be. It takes a crazy to know another crazy. And we will see who is truly mad. Huh? I must be crazy first. I am not crazy. Craziness is me. Huh? That's why there's the term known as the divine madman. Yeah. So, any other questions? Does anybody have any questions? No questions? Why don't I ask you a question? If I ask you, then definitely you can answer, right? Ah, Mavis. The moment I say your name, your face change. Huh? Why? So, very important, whether it is so I just want to know how many of the youths are here. The Thekchen Choling youth people. Oh, one's there, one is there. Mervyn. The supposed youth leaders where? One here, one there. Where the other two? One there. Where's the other one? Wendy not free? Wendy has never attended teaching, what? How can she become youth leader? Huh? What? Oh, because they think they're with me for the longest time, they're the most senior, is it? Huh? Oh. I see. Spend long time with the Lama doesn't mean the person is awakened, you know. Sometimes spend long time, it's like your fingers in your hand. The long one is maybe the first one is the short one. Later one, maybe those more married one will come, because the shorter married one paves the way for those who come in to get instantaneous enlightenment, awakening. So don't think the first one is the best one. First one not necessarily the best. Right? We must know why are we talking, why are we here. You must never forget the word why. Then you never lose inspiration. Right? You don't need to ask other people, why do I have to practice? Why do I have to do my homework? You must answer your own question, why. If you can answer your own why, like why do grandmothers can look after grandchildren, why? Why they don't go holiday and enjoy their life and shake leg whole life? Why? Why the mothers can do this and do that? Why? So this is something that's very important, okay? So we must keep the why in your heart. Practice to have your enlightened body, enlightened speech, enlightened mind. Thank you.